Hey, this is Nick Williams, the one and only Medicare Millionaire. And in this video, I'm going to discuss setting up the sale. Not closing the sale, but I'm going to get to some pre-close tactics, and then I'm going to kind of set us up to actually close. So, and what I'm trying to do is take you guys along my progression of the sale. In video number 5, which is really where this picks up from, is I went through a series of questions, and I know what I have or don't have. And in video 5, I transitioned to final expense. This is saying that, well, I got a Medicare sale, and I'm going to go for it now. And this is when I have a presentation. This is really what it's about, the presentation. And what we're doing now is we're setting up the sale. And that's what we're going to focus on in this video. Again, we're asking that you like and subscribe to our channel in this video series. That's one of the themes that if you've been watching, I'm pushing that, and I would appreciate that. I'd appreciate those subscribers. That helps us a lot, as I've said before. Okay. Number 1, you must have, again, setting up the sale. Number 1, you must have that authoritative presence. That's it. Cut and dry. You got to act like the doctor, the CPA, the attorney. You're not asking somebody anything. You're telling them. You're giving them a diagnosis. Actually, when it comes down to this, it's actually a tone change that you have. Throughout your presentation, you need tone changes. And this is when you get stern. It's like you tell people what is best for them in this section. So, and this is not a situation where, or a scenario where you want to give them choices or ask them questions about, you've already asked all the questions. If you know what's best for them, why would you give them choices? You tell them what is best for them. That's it. So, let's see. How do I want to approach this for you? All right. What I want to do with my client at this time is I want to kind of poke and prod and see that I have a sale here. I want to see that they're on board with me. I always say it's like I compare it to, and this is like, it could be a bad analogy to some people, but if you ever watched Cesar Millan with the Dog Whisperer show, it's like the dog is like, unruly or whatever, and then he just will hold it down, and then eventually the dog will, and the dog will relax. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that, just that when they give in and say, yeah, I'm comfortable now. That's what this is all about. You want to get them to that point. You can't get them there by giving them a bunch of choices. You can't get them there by asking them more questions. You can't get them there by being weak. You have to be assertive. You have to be strong at this point. There is no questioning. You're telling them what to do. That's the end of it. And here's how I'm going to start this. All right. I'm going to give them a pre-talk for the close. And our clients, Medicare clients, are on a fixed income. And I'm going to, in no particular sequence, I'm going to do one of several things. I'm going to give a pre-close statement, and I'm going to poke a little bit and see if they're going to give me that, yeah, that's what I want to do, or not. So here's how I want to do this. And again, I have the pre-talk. The pre-talk is just a setup statement that I use. The pre-close is different. That's where, again, I'm poking a little bit and I'm trying to find out. That pre-close statement is going to go something like this. You're paying way too much for that Plan F, and we're going to fix that. But first, I want to talk to you about this drug card that you have, because I'm not sure that that's the best card for you, and I'm concerned about that. So what I did was I said, and I'm going to restate this. You're paying way too much for your Plan F, and we're going to fix that. And again, in that tone. So I want to get that tone right. You're paying way too much for that Plan F program, and we're going to fix that. But first, I'm concerned about your drug card, that's the best one for you. So let's take a look at that. Now, when I do that, I tell them we're going to fix that for you. There's a look in their face. And that look may be, okay, all right, yeah. Because remember, we've already had a conversation. We've gone through a bunch of questions. We've got the rapport. They know I'm an expert because I've established that through this process. Now I've told them that they're paying way too much for that Plan F, and we're going to fix that. They may go like, whoa, wait a minute. No, you're not. You're not changing anything. This is where we find that out. But it's almost like I don't give them a chance to really debate that. I'll quickly go to, but first, I'm concerned about your drug card. But first, I'm concerned about your cousin that you mentioned that is having trouble with her Medicare. What is going on there? But first, I'm concerned about the fact that you're not able to get to your doctor. How are you, don't you have somebody that can take you to see your doctor? So I have told them what we're doing, and now I'm not letting that go forward, but I'm going to recognize a look. That look may be okay, or that look may be no, you're not. But then I immediately go to a concern elsewhere, and that concern is going to take us in another direction in the conversation, and we're going to have another conversation. But I pre-closed. I have set it up, and I've planted that seed that we're doing something. We're going to fix that. Now they know, uh-oh, this guy is selling me something, and he's not fooling around. So again, I'm not going through a bunch of glossies. I'm not giving them some fancy speech. I'm not telling them anything other than there's a problem and we're fixing it. Now, my pre-talk is different. So that was my pre-close. My pre-talk is different. My pre-talk it goes something like this. And there's different pre-talks that I have. I say, look, I work with seniors all the time. They're on fixed incomes and they need to make wise decisions. And you're on a fixed income and you need to make wise decisions with your money because there's only so much of it. And all too often, I see seniors or Medicare beneficiaries that just kind of sort of settle in for what they have. Meanwhile, they're on this, again, a fixed income, and this can be damaging to them. So you have to make good decisions financially. And you obviously would agree with that. And they're shaking their head. They're like, yeah. So I can do that pre-close. I can have that conversation about how are you going to, don't you have somebody that can take you to visit the doctor and stuff? We're having a conversation. But now I come to this intelligent pre-talk that says you're on a fixed income. You've got to make the best decisions because for the simple fact that you're on a fixed income, there's only so many dollars and you cannot afford to waste those dollars. That's exactly how I may say it. That was more convincing than what I said the first time. You'll get to where again, I don't believe in the canned pitch. You need to relate to your client. And I might say to them, Mary, you're on a fixed income. You need to make the best decisions because you need every dollar. You need to, by saving money here, it may be that you buy more food. It may be that you're able to get gasoline in your automobile. So I don't know how that's going to come out. But that pre-talk is going to be there. I have several pre-talks. I'll give you another one. Let's see. Here's a pre-talk. You know, Bob, there's I deal with seniors every day, and often they know that there's better options for them. But you know what the problem is, and why they don't take those better options, and they don't take advantage of opportunities to save money, especially with things like Medicare. I mean, do you have any idea? And they just like look at me a little bit puzzled, and some of them know. And they'll say, well, we don't like change. If they don't say that, and you do hear that sometimes, they know. I'll tell them because they flat out just hate to make a change. They're scared. You know why? Because they deal with people that don't give them good information. And so, but you can't afford that. You must do what's best for you. You must do what's best for your health. You must do what's best for you financially. And I get that acknowledgement. Then I go back to my close. So I don't want to I want to do a pre-close, and I want to get a response, a reaction, poke and prod. It may be that when you do that, they just go, yeah, I do need to change. And it may be that they tighten up on you, and you'll know because you'll see it. And if you can't see it, that means you really are not being conscious or observant or aware of your client. So again, you want to do a pre-close statement. You want to tell them what's wrong. Well, Mary, they've taken this hospital out of your network. And that's unacceptable. In the event that you have a medical condition, like there have been situations, okay, and this is not, I'm getting away from my pre-close statement. So, but in the upstate of South Carolina, we have had several plans that have lost Greenville Hospital System network. So that has been a problem for many people. That's a damn good reason for somebody to make a change. So this would be my pre-talk there. I would say, and this is somebody that lives in another county, perhaps, and like a neighboring county of Spartanburg. I'll say, Mary, you may not realize it, but you've got a big problem here. They've dropped the Greenville Hospital System out of network for your plan. There's a fair chance that you're going to end up in a situation where you're sent to Greenville Hospital System, and there's a fair chance you're not going to be covered, and there's a fair chance you're not going to get the medical treatment that you deserve. That's the best medical treatment available in the upstate of South Carolina, because Greenville Hospital System is no longer in your network. That's a problem. We're going to fix it. So there's a whole bunch of pre-closes that you can use, but you just need to see that's a problem, but we're going to fix it today. So when I walk out of here, that will no longer be a problem. So, and then you just read their face. They may just be like, whoa, I'm not changing anything. Then you know you got work to do. But again, I'm not going to let them dwell on that. I'm not going to do that pre-close and then let them and then stop. I'm going to go right into, but first I'm worried that your drug card may be changing in the new year, in the upcoming year, and it may be that your medicines aren't covered properly. So I'm quite concerned about this, and I want to address that first. Now then I just go start talking about their drug card. So I'm expressing concern for their well-being. And oftentimes the first resistance is nothing more than a natural reflex. It's a natural reflex that they're resistant the first time. So listen, pre-close, pre-talk, pre-close again, pre-talk again. Do whatever you got to do, but don't dive in. The next video is going to be the Medicare. I'll do a Medicare close. I'm probably going to do another video for tomorrow because I can't do these videos all the time successively, and pick this up again probably next week. But there you go. I'm going to let you go. We're going to pick it up. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.